so their quality of life will improve, so they can sell their house. They can't sell their houses. Who the hell's going to buy it? Now keep in mind, judgment has been determined. They're entitled to damages. The city refuses to pay. Now that's ill-willed. It's almost malicious. But you have to give credit to people like these people who just say, give me my money that I can get my house fixed up for the damages your defective sewers cause, and which the law says you're responsible to pay me. That's all I want. And to the credit of their lawyers, who aren't trying to get rich off this, just give their clients their money. But here's what's going to happen now. As these judgments come in, you would think that would settle the case, but no, they're going to appeal. They have appealed the directed verdict that came in 3 or 4 years ago. They're going to appeal now the awards of damages. Will take another 3 years. And the Court of Appeals will rule again in their favor. So they'll be waiting 8, 9, 10 years to be paid damages that the court says they've owed for years and years, and they're just thumbing their nose at them. It's really tragic that these people have to go through this. Not only are they suffering the fact that they can't get their damages to fix their houses and improve the quality of life, their quality of life, but the taxpayers are losing, because no matter where we decide to pay this, or when we decide to pay it, we'll have to pay it. So the longer we wait, the more big judgments are going to come in, the more interest we're going to pay, the more attorney fees we're going to pay. And the guys that I told you about, Pabst and Yotis, they're not going to lose. They're just damn good trial attorneys. But as I say, they're honorable people. They're willing to sit down, even though it may cost them money, it may cost their clients money, but the clients are willing to sit down and say, let's settle this because we want it over with. We want it over with. We want the people to get their money, and we want to help the city not be, thrown into bankruptcy. But they can't get Williamson to agree. He has said, and this is callous, he will never pay those judgments on his watch. That means he'll string this out as long as he's in office. I find that unfortunate. I find that difficult to countenance by a public official in dealing with his constituents. Well, anyway, I wish, I just feel badly about these people and what's happening to them. Well, let me see what time we have here. A few minutes. Let me go on to this subject. Just recently, as I said, the mayor of the city of Flint, came up with this idea of a forced shift for cops. The council balked at here's the article here, just this week, the council balks at the cop plan. And one of the reasons, or some of the reasons in here, I think are significant. Because keep in mind, what they're going to do is take all this surplus and use it for these cops and the opening of the jail and buying cars for the police. Now the union, the police union, is concerned by what it sees as salary and benefits inequality in a plan and a proposal to assign solo officers to dangerous neighborhoods during the night shift. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. One officer showing up at a shooting, a robbery. I mean, you have no backup. That's unheard of in police work. The plan would not deplete the city's surplus this fiscal year. Front Finance Director Peter Demorbowski said Wednesday night. Now, that's the important thing. Would not deplete the surplus this year. In other words, the cost of this whole thing, the cops, the jail, and everything, is almost what the surplus is anticipated to be at the end of this fiscal year. This year, he says. What about next year and 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How can they project when people are taking the buyouts from General Motors? They may not even be here to pay taxes. When Delphi is nearly closed down, all that tax